Hey guys, welcome to video 9 in my travel hack series. It's going to cover the tools that I use in finding award flights and hotels. It's just a quick overview of all of those. Also, I'm down in the description below. If you've used some of these tools before, I'll provide timestamps so you can jump to different tools so you don't have to watch them if you don't want to. Even though each one's just kind of a quick overview, I can get kind of wordy. Another thing is please subscribe to our videos and like them. We've been demonetized by YouTube with their new policies that you have to have 1,000 subscribers. Currently we don't, so please subscribe, hit the notification button, like it. That all helps us. We won't bombard you with a ton of videos because we don't put them out that often, but at least you'll be notified when we do. So thanks again for watching, and here comes the video. Hey guys, welcome to my 9th video in my travel hacking series. This one is going to focus on the tools that I use to help me in finding flights and hotels to use along with my award points. I'm just going to go over some of the ones that I use. There are definitely more out there. I know there's some other popular ones out there that I don't really like very much, so I don't know how to use them, so I'm not even going to touch on those. These are the ones that I use. I'm going to go over really quickly how they can be used to assist you in getting the awards that you're looking for. Then I'll probably go into a different video to detail more how these work in depth, at least a couple of them. Most of them are kind of self-explanatory, but I do want to show you. I just booked another great trip, and I want to show you exactly how I did it. One of these tools makes it really easy, so I'll go over that and show you how it's done. First, I'll go down the list. Number 1 is Award.Flights Finder. It's a Chrome extension that hooks onto your browser. It's a Chrome tool that you can use, and what it does is it goes through and searches for one-world flights that are available. I'll show you how that works here in a minute. Award Wallet keeps track of all of your points, and it's free. Both of these so far are free. Award Wallet does have a premium service that'll keep track of when your points expire and stuff like that, but it keeps track of them all in one place. It's kind of like Mint, where you put in all of your passwords for all of your different places with points, and it just keeps a tally of everything along with expiration dates, keeps track of any free fares or free nights at hotels that you might have. It's really a cool tool. Even the free service is great, so it's one to look into. Expert Flyer is a website and they have a video that's going to explain things probably better than me. I'll put a link to that video down in the description below. But Expert Flyer, they have a free service which I don't find very useful at all. They have a $4.99 a month plan and a $9.99 a month plan. And I think that $9.99 is great, especially if you are looking for specific seats or upgrades. If you're planning on doing this more often, it's a great tool. The biggest thing with Expert Flyer is their alerts that they send if seats become available. Again, that's mostly a paid service, but it works pretty well. Award Hacker, which is a free website, I'll show it to you. You type in your destination and it gives you a bunch of flights that are available and which awards can be used to pay for those flights, which award points. That's a pretty cool tool that I just found. Pointamize, which is similar to Award Hacker, but it is for hotels. So you can see that which hotels and which are in the area that you want to go to and which points you can use for them. And then Google Flights, I've touched on this in a previous video that you can use that just to see which award programs I can use to get to different destinations. I think it works pretty slick for finding most airlines that go to most travel locations so that you can zero in on which awards you want to target, which credit cards you want to go after to get those points. So that is my list of the tools that I'm going to go over in a little bit more detail in this video. Okay, so the first one I'm going to go over is called Award.Flights Award Finder. It is a Google Chrome extension. It's really pretty cool. It's one of my favorite tools. For some reason, I couldn't find it in the Google Chrome store by searching for it. Again, it's called Award.Flights Finder, but I couldn't find it, so I'm going to put a link to the extension down in the description. This is what it looks like. Look for this icon and install it. And then what it does is it doesn't put an icon up where all the other icons are. It actually provides you like a desktop shortcut to get to it, and it's because it's like a standalone app. It doesn't open up inside of Google Chrome. It opens up into its own browser window. I'll show you. I'm going to go ahead and I've installed it. I'm going to go ahead and launch it, and this is what it looks like. It's kind of basic, but as you can see, all of these are different One World airlines. You've got Air Canada, ANA, British Air, Etihad, Japan Airlines, Air France, KLM, Qantas, and Singapore Airlines that you can search on this thing, and that's all of these. And what you do, first I'm going to go in and set up my BA, which is British Airways. Put your login information for these websites into these areas. What it does is it allows this program to log into for example, British Airways website. It'll search for whatever criteria you put in. It automatically does the searches, and it will perform multiple searches, hundreds of searches for you in a real quick amount of time, so that you can, it does have to be tended to. Sometimes the sites have a CAPTCHA which will pop up, and you'll have to answer a question to prove that it's not a robot going through all of this. And I'm going to go ahead, put in my login information. I will click save, and I will come back to when I have this in and perform a search so you guys can see how it works. Okay, so I've gone in and I've put in my user information, and then I've clicked search, so it comes back to my search page. And as you notice, the setup link for BA has disappeared. You can click on any of these, it'll take you back to the setup page, and then you click search to get back. The user interface isn't completely intuitive, but it doesn't matter. The amount of time that it saves you is really incredible. So what I'm going to do is do a quick search, and like I said, so I'm going to choose BA, which is British Air. If you go to British Airways site, you can search for flights to Asia or wherever you want to go using their service. American Airlines, I get American Airlines points, but American Airlines website is horrible. It doesn't search for international flights very well. So British Airways is known for being able to search for awards using American Airlines, except for you have to put in each individual thing, and it takes a long time to search for each individual route. So what I'm going to do is I want to go from, say, LAX or San Francisco. These are two areas that I know I want to fly out of. Let's say I want to go to Hong Kong. Let's put in a date of, I'll say in a couple of months, May 28th of 2018. I want to search around that date, maybe go an extra day for one passenger, and whether you want first or business or economy. I'm actually just going to look for business or first class, and then you click search. And what it does is it goes through and it automatically performs these searches for you on the website. So I'm probably going to speed up this bit, but you'll see that it in the search bar here, every now and then this will hang up. And if it hangs up for a little while, you know it may have stopped searching. And sometimes that's because it uses a scraper to gather information off the page. And if there's something a little bit different on the page, it can cause a hang. The guy who built this really keeps on top of it. People put in that it doesn't work, and he usually gets it back up and working pretty quick. But right now, as you can see, it's already gone through and it's found some of these flights that are available. F stands for first class, J is business class, W is premium economy, and Y is economy. And it shows what seats are available. Every now and then you'll see like a 2 pop up next to one of these, especially like when you're searching Etihad. It'll specify that there's only 2 seats left available, and it'll put a little 2 next to it. The check mark means that there's enough to cover whatever you've put in. I put in 1 passenger, you can put in 2. The check mark means that there's two available if I had put in two in the search box earlier. Up here. Now it's searching on the days that I want to leave, and these are, if you notice, there's a little separation. This is your first flight connecting to, it goes LAX to London Heathrow, leaves at 3:30, arrives in London Heathrow at 10:10, and then London Heathrow to Hong Kong, it leaves at 6:40. So you can actually see the full connection for that flight. Both of those legs are in business, and that's how you can get there. I'm hoping, let's see. Now that's all the flights that are available. The search bar has gone away, the little animated search bar. So there's only one, there are no nonstop flights. Right here I can go and narrow down. It'll show hide filters. You can go in and remove economy seats or remove premium economy, and that'll only show, it'll only show the flights that have business class. There are no first class, so if I took off business, everything goes away. So you can remove, filter out anything that has these other airlines which are in the other. Notice that this is British Air, this is Japan, this is Cathay Pacific. So if you didn't want those, you can filter them out by taking off the check marks. And that's basically how that works. It'll find flights that are available. Now, you can call American. Sometimes they can see the availability, sometimes they don't. But this allows you to see what's available. Now, moving on to the next, we're going to talk about Award Wallet. Okay, now I'm logged in, and this is awardwallet.com, and I'll put the link down below as well. This keeps track of all of your award points. It also keeps track of your flights. It'll send you flights and all of that. My current membership is for a premium membership. It's $5 for 6 months, which I think is a great deal, and it keeps track of all of my points. When they expire, as you can see, actually this is when it's last updated. They expire, it shows right here. It keeps track of multiple people. It'll keep track of my wife. It keeps track of your hotels, which credit cards you have, how many points you have with the credit cards. And it also keeps track of your itineraries, what flights you have. It does a lot of neat things. This is, and without the premium membership, it also does a great job of keeping track of your points. So I think whether you want to purchase a membership or not, it's a good thing to explore. So again, this is awardwallet.com, and we'll move on to Expert Flyer. Okay, this is Expert Flyer. This keeps track of all the seats on every flight. And you go to expertflyer.com. You can get a free pro trial to see how it works. Personally, I think that their free service really doesn't have that much that's valuable, but that's my own opinion. You can check it out. Right now, I'm logged into my account. They have $4.99 a month plans and $9.99 a month plans. And you can go through and search for different flights, where you want to fly from, to your date. And I'm going to go ahead and type in one. We'll go from Denver to, say, LAX. We'll depart next month sometime. With the Pro version, you can search several dates. I'm on the upgraded, not Pro version, and it only allows me to search the one date today. It doesn't search days around it. But then you choose which airline you want to fly on. I'm a fan of using American Airlines points. You choose what class you want. I'm going to choose coach, and it only allows me to choose one. So I think in the Expert you get to choose more than one. Again, mine's just the upgraded version. I'm going to do direct, and we'll do a search. Now these are actual flights. This is Denver to LAX on the 5th of April. It shows you the time of each flight, and over here you can create alerts. Some of this stuff is Expert only, but it also shows you a seat map. So if I'm looking in economy or premium economy, we want to show those cabins. So I'm going to go ahead and see exactly what seats are available on that particular flight. And it'll come up, and it's a seat guru type of map, but it shows you which seats are available. All the blue are available. And it shows you, along with the Seat Guru, if you haven't used SeatGuru.com, if you're choosing seats on an airplane, it's really cool because it'll show you which seats, like these green dots here, are preferred seats. These are emergency row seats, so you might want to choose row 14. This one is probably one that isn't very good. It's got a mixed review. There's something wrong with it. In particular, this one is in the bulkhead. It says the tray table is installed in the armrest, so some people don't like it. You can see that the poor reviews are red. Doesn't see any poor reviews here. Shows you which seats are available when you go through Expert Flyer. You can create alerts. So let's say you wanted this seat here. It's not available. If it ever becomes available, or if it becomes available on another flight, you can create alerts for that. When upgrades become available, they'll send you alerts for that as well in the professional version. I don't know a hell of a lot about Expert Flyer. It's a good idea to come in here, test it out, see how it works for you. I don't personally use it that much, but I do like the alerts. If I'm looking for a particular seat on a particular flight, then I can create alerts to let me know if that becomes available. Because, again, a lot of times these airlines do not put seats that are available until closer in. So right now it may not be available, but who knows, maybe in a few weeks this might become available. It'll send me an alert so I can snatch it up before anybody else does, hopefully. Usually that's one thing that people talk about on the forums, is that sometimes it's not real timely, it's not right away when it becomes available, but that's just because I think that it searches, just a couple times a day to see whether that seat has become available. And so it may become available, but it may not search for several hours. So depending upon when you get your alert is whether or not you'll be able to snatch that seat up. I actually think it's a great service if you're willing to pay $9.99 a month, if it's that valuable to you. If you fly a lot, this might be a good tool for you. So moving on to a few websites I'm going to show you that are all free. I'll go ahead and start with Award Hacker, but it's awardhacker.com. Come here, type in whatever location that you want to go, and I'm going to do Denver to Hong Kong, see if this will work. In economy, round trip, one stop, frequent flyer programs, any, and as you can see, it's got a real nice, shows you all the airlines, how many award miles it costs to get there in economy, which award plan, which I think this is very helpful, which award plan that it uses. I can tell you that, for example, this is American Airlines. It costs $75K in economy. The SPG is where you can get American Airlines. It doesn't show that you can get American Airlines points. I think that's pretty obvious, but it's one thing that you can transfer from SPG to get to American Airlines. And it tells you what you need to do. Transfer how much an SPG point is in American Airlines. So this is a pretty cool tool if you want to use it to search for a flight that might be available. So it kind of narrows down which frequent flyer program miles you have to get from where to where. Pretty cool tool. Moving on. Pointimize is about the same thing except for hotels, so I'll show you that. Okay, this is Pointimize. It is a search engine for hotels, and it shows you which hotels are available and which points programs are used to get that. So let's say I'm searching for hotels in Maui from June 4th to June 8th, 2 guests. We're going to do a search. And this is pointimize.com, pointimize.com. And this is the hotel version. They do have a flight. I tried using it, wasn't too impressed with it, but they're working on it. It's in beta, so come back later and it might be working better. Hotels, Maui, here's all the hotels that are available, where they're located on the island. It shows you how much their lowest rate is, and some of them will show how many points it costs for that hotel room, as well as, if you notice, SPG is the hotel award program that they belong to. So if you're a member of SPG or if you're a member of Marriott, then you can search in there and see that that hotel is available. Some of them it shows the points, obviously. Some of them do not show how many points it costs to get into these hotels. So this is just another tool you can use to search for awards. This one's particularly for hotels. So pointmize.com. And then I'm just going to go back to Google Flights real quick. I've covered it in a past video. Okay, this is Google Flights. I use this to find out which airlines go to which destinations so that I can determine points to use. I've covered this all in a previous video on which frequent flyer program to target, so you can find more about it in there. But I want to fly to Hong Kong, again, Denver to Hong Kong, do a search, and it'll tell me all the different airlines that fly there. That helps me determine which frequent flyer program to target. Or if I'm looking specifically, like recently I was looking for a flight from Bali to Labuan Bajo, which I have no idea which airlines fly there. I can use this to search which airlines fly there, so that or fly from one destination to the other, so that I can target which points program to use. And also so that I have more of a variety. In that particular case, I didn't want to use points. I could have used membership rewards to go on Garuda, I believe, Garuda Airlines, but the flight was so cheap that I just decided to pay for it, and I used Google Flights to purchase it. It does show other airlines. Some of these airlines are not necessarily something that I would want to fly, especially when you get into these smaller countries and they're using smaller prop planes, but it does show them. It shows you the cost, and it comes up real quick, so you don't have to go to each individual site to find out where they fly. So this is a great tool. Now going back, my next video I'm gonna cover how I booked a flight from Denver to Bali. That's going to be my next trip. We booked it all in business class, and we're staying in some awesome hotels in Bali, and it's going to be free. So using everything from previous videos that I've shown, I'm still flying around for free, staying in places for free. Actually, if you liked this video, please subscribe. YouTube has got a new policy. If you don't have enough subscribers, you're no longer monetized, so that reduces a lot of the motivation to make these videos. Subscribe, hit the bell so that you're notified when we put them up. We don't put them up an awful lot, so even subscribing, we're not going to bombard you with videos, but you'll know when we do put them up, and it helps us out just being a subscriber. So we appreciate it. Give it a like. Thanks a lot for watching.